There's a level of discipline that makes people look at you with fear. And today you'll discover exactly how to get there, mixing Zen and Stoicism. Have you ever seen that person who never fails, who wakes up every day at the same time and does the same things and never stops? While everyone else gives up by the third week, they keep going. While everyone else makes excuses, they show up. And you know what people say about them? Man, that's not normal. There's an ancient system created by Zen monks in Japan that produces exactly this kind of frightening consistency. They call it gyoji, the practice that perpetuates itself. Once you understand how it works, you'll never break a goal again. But there's a catch. This system isn't for everyone. It requires you to kill a part of yourself you never knew existed. Let's go. Chapter 1: The Awakening. The story I'm about to tell you didn't happen in a monastery. It happened in my home office in Thailand. I had a remote job that let me work from anywhere. No office, no rules, no limits. At first, that felt like freedom, but it wasn't. Because freedom without structure is chaos disguised as choice. Emails at midnight, notifications at dawn. Every day felt productive, but never peaceful. I wasn't lazy. I was trapped in an invisible war between constant stimulation and my need for silence. Then one morning, I decided to walk. No phone, no headphones, just steps, just breath. That was the first day of my walking meditation. It wasn't a habit. It was an act of rebellion against noise, distraction, and dopamine. Soon, that walk turned into a ritual. 3 mornings of walking meditation, 2 rounds of golf, 5 days of silence, presence, and focus. That became my dojo, not with walls and bells, but with motion and stillness. Chapter 2: The Secret of the Monks. In Zen temples, there's a rule that sounds simple but changes everything. Gyoji, continuous practice without gaps. Since 1200 AD, every single morning at 3:30 a.m., a bell rings in the Eihai-ji temple. And since 1200 AD, not a single day has been missed. No monk lies in bed wondering, should I do this today? The question doesn't exist, because they understand something most people don't. Your brain puts every commitment into 2 boxes, reversible or irreversible. Reversible commitments lead to negotiation. Irreversible ones just happen. A monk doesn't try to meditate. He becomes a meditator. Identity replaces decision. And here's the science. A Harvard neuroscientist studying habits for 15 years discovered this. When you make a behavior public, your brain treats failure as a survival threat. Our ancestors who lost status in the tribe died. Your brain still thinks that way, so I did the same. I told my family, my colleagues, I walk every morning, no excuses. Not as a goal, as a declaration. It wasn't motivation anymore, it was identity. Chapter 3: The Internal War. But even after going public, the battle didn't end. Every morning at 5 a.m., the negotiations started. You worked late last night. You deserve rest. One day won't matter, but it does, because one day always becomes 2. And that's how mediocrity begins, quietly. So I gave the voice no vote. If it rained, I walked under it. If I was tired, I walked slower. If I had meetings at 6 a.m., I walked earlier. I wasn't building willpower, I was removing choice. The first week was hell. The body resisted, the mind rebelled. But by week 2, something changed. My feet touched the floor before the alarm. The walk began before thought. The ritual had taken root. Chapter 4: Non-Negotiable Hours. Most remote workers live by flexibility. I lived by fixed hours. 5 a.m., walk. 7 a.m., reflect. 9 a.m., work. Same time, every day. No exceptions. Because when you keep shifting your schedule, your brain has to make a new decision every morning. And decisions drain energy. When the schedule is fixed, the debate dies. The monks call this no gaps. The goal isn't to optimize time, it's to eliminate resistance, and resistance is always strongest in the mind of the undisciplined. Chapter 5. The One Way. Then came the next trap, variety. Some mornings I felt like running, other mornings reading, sometimes a little break. But variety is where discipline dies. Every new choice becomes a new negotiation, so I locked everything down. Same route, same order, same rhythm, my 3 walks, my 2 golf days, no deviation. Friends called it robotic, and I was fine with that, because predictability builds peace, and the brain, when given a form, eventually surrenders to it. After a month, I didn't think. I just moved. After 2, the movement was meditation itself. Chapter 6. Practice without gaps. Then came the chaos, rainstorms, deadlines, travel, every reason to break the pattern. But Dogen, the founder of AHG, wrote, "Practice must continue without even a moment's gap, for in that gap the old self returns." So I refused to create gaps. Couldn't walk outside, I walked indoors. Couldn't golf, I visualized my swing. Couldn't disconnect, I logged off 1 minute earlier anyway. Perfect conditions don't exist. But continuous motion does. Practice didn't require perfection, it required continuity. Chapter 7. Pre-solutions. Remote life means uncertainty. Meetings run late, power cuts happen, family needs you. So I learned what the monks already knew. Prepare before the storm. They don't debate when obstacles hit. They already know the answer. If the meditation hall floods, they move to the dining hall. If the dining hall burns, they meditate in the courtyard. No meeting, no delay, no excuses. So I wrote my own pre-solutions. Rain equals indoor steps. Exhaustion equals slower pace. No time equals 10 minutes anyway. No internet. I had a second connection from a different provider. If both went down, I had my phone's hotspot, so no excuses. If I lost power, I went to the closest cafe with Wi-Fi. When X happens, I do Y. No negotiation, no wasted energy. A Yale behavioral psychologist found that when you pre-decide your response, you remove 80% of decision fatigue. That's when practice becomes instinct. Chapter 8. The Transformation. By day 70, it was automatic. My body moved before my thoughts caught up. The routine had become self-sustaining. People noticed. You're too rigid. You need balance. Good, because balance is often just fear in disguise. Fear of commitment, fear of consistency. When your discipline starts making others uncomfortable, you're finally operating where they can't. And here's the truth. Discipline doesn't make you better. It makes you different. Different from who you were yesterday, different from those who still negotiate. The practice didn't make me stronger. It made me unbreakable. Chapter 9. The Added Benefits. The deeper I went into the practice, the more unexpected rewards appeared. The first was dopamine. It dropped. And with it, the chaos in my head. Every morning walk became a detox. Not just from screens, but from the constant need for stimulation. I created a rule. During my walks, my phone stayed silent. Not vibrate, silent. No checking, no scrolling, no just in case. That was my me time. Untouchable, uninterrupted, no calls, no pings, no distractions. Some people said, what if something bad happens while you're disconnected? That's where Stoicism stepped in. You can't control what you can't control. Why worry about what's beyond your reach? So I stopped worrying. If the world needed me, it could wait 30 minutes. That decision, that quiet defiance, changed everything. My focus deepened. My procrastination collapsed. I stopped chasing urgency and started mastering attention. And the more silent I became, the louder my purpose grew. Chapter 10. How my Stoicism blended with Zen. By the end of those 90 days, the lines between Stoicism and Zen disappeared. Where Zen taught me repetition, Stoicism gave it reason. Where Zen silenced thought, Stoicism shaped it. Zen taught me to act without hesitation. Stoicism reminded me to think without illusion. Together they built balance, motion and meaning, discipline and detachment, clarity and calm. Every walk was a moving meditation. Every swing of the club was acceptance in motion. Every silent morning was proof that peace isn't found in escape, it's built in endurance. The discipline of Zen made me consistent. The philosophy of Stoicism made me grounded. And together they gave me the rarest kind of freedom. Inner quiet in a noisy world. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Because the scariest discipline you'll ever master isn't about control. It's about alignment. When your actions, your thoughts, and your days move as one, you're not forcing discipline anymore, you're living it.